What is going on, everybody? We are back with another video today. As always, I appreciate you guys for tuning in. Today is work day number 5. Yesterday we actually did not film. The past 2 days have been kind of rinse repeat, kind of repetitive. We've been still working on the walls and the floor. You know, with us doing the floor, I can't really be in there setting up the tripod and everything. This video is actually going to be vlog style because I don't have my tripod anyway. But I couldn't set it up in there regardless, so that's fun. But like I said, I appreciate you guys for tuning in. The past 2 days have been big days. So, title of this video, that's what we're gonna talk about first. Yesterday I quit my job. And let me tell you, it's kind of crazy. So obviously this is going to be a full-time thing. This isn't one of those businesses, unless I work night shift, it's not one of those businesses that I can have another job. And even if, I did work night shift, it'd be super difficult to do that. And actually, I forgot to plug up the mic, so give me 1 second, I'm going to plug up the mic. All right, so we got the mic plugged up, and now I actually think the mics are kind of running low on battery, so we'll try to use them for as long as possible. But we're sitting here in front of Java 2. As you all know, if you've been following along this little series, it is super windy. As y'all know, if you've been following along during this series, I'm opening up my first business. Super exciting, super cool stuff. We've been in the middle of renovating everything as we speak. Like I said, we've been doing the floors and the walls. Yesterday, we did not film a video because, like I said, we weren't even really able to walk on the floor. Today, we actually covered up all the plaster and, the white spots on the wall. So we did that, and then we did our second or third layer on the floor. And then tomorrow evening, we're going to be adding the clear coat and finish to the floor. But like I said, let's talk about the title of this video. Yesterday, I quit my job. It was definitely a crazy feeling. A little bit of bittersweet. I actually enjoyed my job, so it wasn't one of those things where I was super, super eager to leave. I enjoyed my job, but sometimes things just aren't meant to last forever. It was kind of a crazy feeling being able to quit my job to start a business. This is my leap of faith, essentially. I'm finally taking the chance, and I'm able to take the chance on opening up my first business. There's a whole lot of emotions that come with that. A little bit of nervousness, a lot of excitement, kind of the unknown, but the pushing toward your goals and dreams. It's that whole conversation, and going through it is definitely a crazy feeling. Today we worked hard. I worked really hard on getting this floor and these walls done. It's been a long few days. We signed the papers to get the building last Saturday, and it is currently Thursday night. So we've been getting to it. Tomorrow we're actually taking another road trip to sell some of the things that were left in the building, and we're making a good little chunk of money, so that is always good. We're going to put that straight back into everything that we need to get this place up and going. But again, I kind of want to touch on the title of this video. It's hard for me to pinpoint all of my thoughts and feelings on it because it's still new, and I'm still going through it, and there's still a lot of work to do. But nonetheless, I'm having a lot of fun, and it's definitely an experience. I'm trying to really just take it all in, obviously document it all, and just have fun doing it. But yeah, super crazy quitting my job. Being able to quit your job to start your own business is definitely it's a privilege. I'm super grateful that I have the opportunity to do this. I'm super grateful that this is something that I took a risk on, and that I'm going for. Like I said, this is my leap of faith. As a young man, as an entrepreneur, as a father, all of these different factors in life, you've got to make these big decisions, and this is definitely one of those big decisions. This is going to completely kind of change the flow of my day, and this is definitely a huge step in the direction that I kind of want to be headed into. As a business owner now, somebody that's making content as a new or semi-new father. My son turns 7 months actually tomorrow, so that's super cool as well. But yeah, there's a lot of emotions going into this. Super fun, super exciting, and super grateful, but nonetheless, lots of different emotions. A little bit of nervousness. Y'all know the vibes. But again, it's Thursday evening. We're getting a lot done. So right now the floor is drying currently. We just got that other layer on the walls done. We've got to do a finishing layer. It looks really streaky because we just covered up all the plaster spots, but we'll be hitting the clear coat on top of the floor, and then we'll be hitting the last coat on the wall, and then that'll actually get us super close to getting this front done. Beyond that, we really just got to work on this wall with the window. We got to do the door frames to the kitchen, and then we're going to be full steam ahead on the kitchen and getting everything else done. It's definitely a process. We're working really hard on trying to hit our date, our 45-day date to open on June 23rd. And not in this video, but I'll explain to y'all why we're shooting for June 23rd. It means a lot to me, super cool, but I'll explain that in another video. I also need to make a video about that piece of machinery right there. That's what we went and got the other day. That was pretty much one of our biggest expenses in getting this place opened. So I'll make an actually detailed video about that and why we chose to do that. Well, we need it, but kind of how that came about. But I think I'm gonna end it here. Hopefully I got, kind of explained that enough. I'm trying to document all the little ins and outs of this, or as much as I can with the time that I have. I work a full job, 9 to 5 this morning. Came here. It is currently 11:20 after finishing this place up, doing the content thing, about to go home and call it a day. But working super hard, trying to get this place up and running. But yeah, we'll be back tomorrow for another day in the workshop. We're going to be taking that road trip that I was talking about. It's going to be super exciting. Going to be selling something. We're going to have some more, what's the right way to put it? Have some more capital to reinvest into the business, so that's super exciting as well. I'm tired, and also doing that stain on the floor, I'm not going to lie to y'all. I don't know if I'm hallucinating or not. Not actually, but it takes a toll on you. It's super, super strong. And not only is it strong, it's a lot of, not effort, but it's just a lot of repetitiveness going back and forth trying to get that painted on there. So I'm bodied. But hopefully, I covered the premise of the video well enough. Super crazy that I was able to quit my job, like I said, on to new things, opening up Java, my first business. Super exciting. Going to be working on this content stuff for the business, and also, long term, the goal of being a business owner is being able to kind of be in control of how, there's obviously things that you always are going to have to do as a business owner in these things, and being able to manage your time well, but you have the freedom to kind of create time, and I think that's one of the coolest parts about being a business owner, especially if you're a business owner and you don't just own your job, which that's like a Dave Ramsey thing, but you got to take your steps. But right now I'm owning my job, and then eventually in the future, hopefully we own a business that we can hire good people, hire good employees, have people running the business while we're working on the operations of the business, kind of on a higher level, getting more of these locations open, expanding, that kind of thing, just getting bigger, trying to elevate the business. And I think one of the cool parts about that too is being able to work hard and show that growth. I think it's such a privilege to be able to work hard and be able to see your results. I think that's one of the frustrating things about a lot of jobs that people have today, and even just other things in life. It's like work, and sometimes you're not seeing results. And that's a very frustrating thing. So when you can work hard and see results, that normally gives people a lot of fire, gives people a lot of motivation, and just makes you feel better about what you're doing. But I'm going to stop rambling here, guys. Like I said, I'm tired, I'm bodied. Going to get this video edited, posted up. And I will catch you guys tomorrow for another update on Java 2. And yeah, As always, I appreciate you guys for tuning in. I will see you guys later. Peace.